5 levels of political asylum. The 5 F's from fraudulent to formidable. Asylum cases in the U.S. aren't judged in black and white. They're not simply approved or denied based on emotion. Behind each decision is a legal scale, a spectrum of credibility, documentation, and how closely a story fits asylum law. Some cases scream urgency. Others raise red flags. And most? They fall somewhere in the messy middle. 5 levels of asylum cases. If you're wondering how judges or asylum officers really evaluate claims, they tend to sort them into 5 informal levels: fraudulent, frivolous, feeble, fair, formidable. Where your case lands on this spectrum could decide your future. According to track data, most asylum cases are denied. But the strongest ones? They win. Again and again. Let's break down each level, starting with the worst. Fake asylum cases. These cases are entirely made up. Fake stories. Forged documents. Zero real risk. Maybe someone bought a script. Or used fake police reports. Officers see this all the time. And they spot the patterns. Example. In 2021, 10 people were indicted in New York for running a Chinese asylum fraud ring. They created fake baptism letters, religious persecution stories, even coached testimony. USCIS caught on. Result? Convictions, reopened cases, and applicants permanently stained by fraud. Risk. Denial. ICE referral. Fraud charges under 18 U.S.C. Section 1546. Lifetime credibility damage. Lesson. If it's not your truth, don't file it. Fraud destroys futures. Frivolous asylum cases. Frivolous cases are a different beast. They're knowingly false, and punished under federal regulation. If USCIS finds that you intentionally filed a false claim, you face a lifetime ban from all immigration benefits. Legal standard. The YL test. The claim is knowingly false. The lie is material. The applicant was warned. I-589 has it in writing. They had a chance to explain. Example. In matter of XMC, BIA 2009, the applicant lied about previous U.S. entries and asylum denials. Once discovered, the court barred him forever. No green card, no waiver, no second chance. Bottom line? Frivolous equals fatal. Feeble asylum cases. Feeble cases come from a place of truth, but don't meet the law. Asylum law requires a well-founded fear of persecution. The Supreme Court clarified in Inns v. Cardoza-Fonseca that this means at least a 10% chance of persecution. Many feeble claims involve general violence or instability, but no targeting, no protected ground, and no evidence. Common traits. Fear not linked to race, religion, etc. Harm is random or criminal. No corroborating evidence. Can they be improved? Sometimes, with expert support, better documentation, and stronger ties to a protected ground. Fair asylum cases. Fair cases are right on the edge. The story makes sense. The threat is real. But maybe evidence is missing, or the judge isn't fully convinced. Example. In Ornelas Chavez vs. Gonzalez, a Mexican activist was beaten by police. The immigration judge denied his case. But on appeal, the Ninth Circuit reversed, citing past harm and poor relocation analysis. Fair asylum cases. Fair cases can win, but they require strategy. What helps? Expert declarations. Detailed, consistent timelines. Support letters. Country reports. Fair cases are like tightrope walks. The right move can mean approval. Formidable asylum cases. Formidable cases are what judges call slam dunks. They're well documented, honest, and deeply rooted in asylum law. Example. An Afghan journalist who received Taliban death threats. His office was bombed. He had medical reports, NGO letters, and media coverage. The judge would likely grant asylum immediately. Traits of formidable cases: clear past persecution, documentation from multiple sources, no inconsistencies, no safe relocation. Under 8 CFR Section 1208.13, b. 1, past persecution triggers a presumption of future harm. And that shifts the burden away from you. Formidable cases win, period. Let's recap. Fraudulent. 10%, fake from the start, high risk, total fallout. Frivolous. 5%, knowingly false, permanent bar. Feeble. 35%, honest, but not legally strong, often denied. Fair. 30%, borderline, winnable with strategy. Formidable. 20%, strong, credible, likely approved. Disclaimer. Percentages are AI estimated. Real numbers vary. An asylum case isn't just your story, it's how that story fits the law. Know where your case stands. If it's weak, build it. If it's strong, own it. And if you're guiding someone else, help them get honest about where they are. Because the system is unforgiving, but preparation gives you power. If you need help in your asylum case, contact us at the American Visa Law Group at 510-500-1155 or visit us online at usavisalaw.com. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if this helped you or someone you care about.